my name's Hannah. This is my client Sage. We're going to perform 2 exercises today. One exercise is going to help ankle stability in the landing phase of jumping, and our second exercise is going to help shoulder mobility in the cocking phase of throwing. Our first exercise is for improving ankle stability, and it's ankle tracing. Ankle exercise target the muscles and ligaments surrounding the ankle joint. Movements like ankle circles and dorsiflexion not only strengthen these muscles, but improve the flexibility and stability of these ligaments, which reduce the risk of sprains and strains during landing and jumping. So to perform our first exercise, which is ankle tracing, our client will be seated, and I would prefer for my client to do this 1 to 2 times a day, normally right when they wake up or right when they go to sleep, because it's an easy exercise to improve both ankle strength and stability. So to perform these exercises, my client will trace with her foot letters of the alphabet. A, B, and C. And I expect her to do that all the way to Z. Even though my client scored a 5 out of 5 on our previous test, on the manual muscle test of calf raises, I think it's beneficial for them to continue strengthening their calf muscles to both improve ankle stability and increase power production while jumping. So to do this, you're going to stand. You can use the wall as a balance and just raise into plantar flexion as high as you can. Good job. Good. Do 2 more. Good. So I recommend doing this 20 times a day to improve the strength and stability of your gastrocnemius and ankle joint. Our next exercise is targeted towards throwing, and specifically the cocking phase of the throwing motion. In our earlier intervention, my client measured at 175 degrees of glenohumeral flexion compared to the normal 180 degrees. This prevented them to getting the whole reach back motion in the cocking phase of throwing. And to improve this, I'd like to see them perform shoulder strengthening exercises like the reverse flies that we're going to do. We don't have dumbbells, but if she were to use dumbbells, I would recommend lightweight, such as 5 to 10 pounds, no more than that, because this is a range of motion exercise. It's also strengthening, but our goal is increasing range of motion instead of bulking. So this exercise targets the posterior rotator cuff muscles, such as the supraspinatus and infraspinatus, and also contacts the rhomboids. Each of these are vital for optimal throwing performance and shoulder mobility. So I recommend doing these exercises if you're in a regular exercise program, doing 3 sets of 10 on your arm days, and if you're not exercising regularly, doing 3 sets of 10, 3 to 4 days a week. This can increase your range of motion in the glenohumeral joint by strengthening the rotator cuff muscles and preventing compensation and stabilizing the shoulder girdle and joint. So to do these, we're going to pretend we have light dumbbells. You're going to hinge at your hips a little bit, and then you're going to fly out with your arms like this, keeping your back straight and coming back down, and feeling that squeeze in your rhomboids and coming back down. So why don't you do 5 of those? Good. And again, this is to increase shoulder range of motion and flexion, hoping to get to 180 degrees of full range of motion. And also incorporating exercises and stretches like the cross-body stretch or the sleeper stretch. My client should be able to release tightness, which could also be the cause of minimal shoulder mobility.